Good morning, Jefferson Multimedia. This is the Colonel back with the extra crispy version of How to Do Your Audiobook Part 2. First thing I want to show you is where to find your sound effects. If you go on that there interwebs, I think that's what they call it, click up here in this little box and you are looking for soundbible.com. Hit your return key and I want you to do something if you haven't already. I want you to click on bookmarks. And I want you to add a bookmark for this site because you're going to need it. Yes, you are. Let's just call it Sound Bible. So click right before the big letter S and let's get rid of all this stuff over here because we don't need that and that .com. We don't need that neither. Click on add and then you'll see you have a brand new bookmark for this site. Now let's say in mine, I'm looking for something called traffic because I'm doing that thing where they're driving to the ice cream store, which is actually the doctor's office. So I'll hit my return, and let's see what we can find. I want you to pay attention to these words right here. If you see public domain, that means you can use it and you don't have to give any credit for it. If you see attribution, you have to say who you got the sound from. So, what are we going to use here that we can see? Now let's look at this here. Urban traffic, that sounds good. If you click this button, you can play it and hear what it sounds like. Now, if you click on the name, it'll take you to the name of the file itself. And since it says it's attribution, we need to do something. We need to say who did it. And we need to say what website it came from. I want to show you a trick that'll write all that stuff down for you. If you hold down Command and Shift and 4, look what happens to your cursor. It becomes a crosshair. It's like I'm out shooting deer or something. Here's what I want you to do. You put the name of the sound and the name of the guy or girl who made it in that, and you let go. Did you hear that click sound? Let me show you something. If we minimize our web browser, you will see that now we have a picture of it. So we know it came from Sound Bible because that's where we get our sound effects from, but we know a guy named Mike Koenig did it, and we know the name of it is Urban Traffic Sound. Any sound effect you get that asks for attribution, I want you to do that Command Shift 4 so you can snap a picture of the name and who did it, because we got to put it in the credits now. You just keep going throughout your whole thing. Find all the sound effects you need. And be picky. Remember, we're always looking to paint a picture. You might look for other things. You might want to get horns honking or people talking and paint a picture with sound. So don't be afraid to fill the whole thing with sound effects, but they need to be constant and they need to move the story forward. Now I'm going to show you how to find some pictures. Look for your bookmark up at the top that says CC Search and give it a click. If you don't have one, go to search.creativecommons.org, do the same thing, bookmark, add bookmark, and just call it CC Search. You take it through the main page right here, and we're looking for pictures. Great googly moogly, don't you know? So Google Images, there it is. And let's look for some pictures, like say you want to look for a picture of ice cream. So you type that in right there, and you hit your return. Ooh, this looks good. Pretty as a peach. Anyway, we're looking for things that are labeled for reuse. That means we can use them in our movies and do anything we want with them. So I'm going to look for a picture that will fit the screen. Think of one that'll fit on a widescreen TV, because you're making video, don't you know? I'm learning a lot about this newfangled technology, but you know what? Me and my flip phone are doing just fine. I do declare. Let's keep looking. What kind of ice cream would a kid want that would look good? We could do, this looks nice and gooey. That might be good. Here, how about this one? It looks like a county fair or something. So I'm going to click on that. It's pretty big. Let's look at the page. You know, can we use it or can we not? Where to go? Where in heaven's name is it? Here it is. Okay, let's click on that. Now, if you look at this one, It says it's free for personal and commercial use. There is no attribution required, which means you don't have to say who took that picture. But there's something I want you to know. Sometimes if you click on this free download button and ask you to sign up for things. Now in this case, it didn't do that, so that's just fine. But if it asks you to sign up for something, you just get out of there. If it says it's free for you to use and you don't have to name who did it, you can click in the middle of it and save the image as ice cream. It would help if you spelled it right. Wouldn't that be something? If I had my druthers, I'd do that again, but I can't now. And then you can click on save. If that doesn't work and they ask you to sign up for something, which is kind of odd, don't forget, if you do Command, Shift, and then 4, you can snap a screenshot of that picture. Just make sure you get the picture. Don't get the white stuff on the outside, or the black stuff, or the red stuff, or blue stuff, or whatever your color is. Heavens to Betsy, you don't want to do that. You just won't get the picture, and then you let go. Did you hear that snap? Guess what's on my desktop now? There it is. But remember, as you look at your pictures, look at the page, because a lot of times they'll tell you who's the source. Okay, it's called Strawberry Ice Cream Cone. And who's the author? Who took the picture? The Culinary Geek from Chicago, USA. That's a crazy name as all get out. Remember, if you look, a lot of times it'll tell you you are free to share it, which means you can put it in your video. You can remix it, which means you could put it in something called Photoshop, which honestly, I have no clue what that is. But you gotta give attribution. You gotta say who took it and where you got it. So don't forget, Command, Shift, 4, and then you put that information in your crosshairs and you shoot it like that. And then you can put all of this stuff in your credits at the end of the movie. A lot of times, you'll have choices on how you can download it. Do you want to have 159 by 240 pixels? Or do you want 319 by 480? Or do you want 681 by 1024? Show mouth, it's getting bigger and bigger as it goes. I would go for big, and I would go for this one. I wouldn't pick this picture because it doesn't fit on my screen right, but I want to make sure you understand when you're choosing your photos, get the biggest copy possible, because that is going to make it be big and bright and shiny on your screen. So we'll have one more tutorial tomorrow where I'll show you how to put all this stuff together if the creek don't rise. Now you have a good day now. I'll see you soon. Bye now, y'all.